Hey everyone, have you ever tried to change your trading habits? At the beginning, everything feels perfect. You follow your rules, you stay disciplined, and it feels like this time things are finally different. But then, after a few days, you catch yourself making the same old mistakes again. So what's going wrong? The truth is, real change doesn't happen just by thinking differently. It requires a system, a clear process that you can actually follow every day. And in today's video, we're going to talk about the 5 golden rules shared by Brett Steenbarger. Rules that won't just improve your trading, but can truly create long-term transformation. And here's the best part. These rules are not limited to charts or trading. They can actually improve your entire life. I'm Priya, and you're watching the Daily Trading Coach chapter-wise summary series. In this series, we break down trading psychology in a simple and practical way. I've already covered 9 lessons from the book, The Daily Trading Coach. And today, we're starting lesson 10, a lesson that will help you become your own self-coach. Because if you want to become a trader who doesn't just take trades, but actually improves every single day, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any part of this powerful 101 lesson series. So guys, when we keep failing again and again in trading, there's one question that keeps coming back. Is something wrong with me? Will I ever become a good trader? But here's the thing. Brett Steenbarger says, the problem is not that something is wrong with you. The real problem is, you haven't learned how to create change the right way yet. And this is something really important to understand. Dr. Brett is not just any random person. He's a highly experienced psychologist. He actually started his career by helping people dealing with serious emotional challenges like depression, anxiety, and even drug addiction. Then later, he worked at Cornell University, where he counseled students, people who were mentally stable but struggling with everyday life problems. And after that, for nearly 19 years, he worked with professionals from high-stress, high-performance fields like doctors, nurses, and medical students. So think about it. He has worked closely with all kinds of people, those going through extreme emotional struggles, and those breaking under the pressure of success. And after all these years of experience, he noticed something very powerful. Change is never random. There's always a pattern to it, a process, a structure. Whether it's someone dealing with childhood trauma, a medical student losing a patient for the first time, or a trader facing continuous losses, the emotional reactions may be different, but the process of behavioral change, surprisingly, is the same. And this is where the real breakthrough comes in. Brett realized there are certain factors that accelerate change, and there are others that keep pulling us back to the same old patterns again and again. Based on this understanding, he developed a system which he called brief therapy, a system that is simple, clear, and completely action-focused. Less theory, but powerful results. And here's the interesting part. Later, he started teaching this same system to traders. Because trading is not just about charts. It's a journey where your emotions and your behavior play the biggest role. So if you feel like you keep losing to yourself again and again, don't assume that you're not capable. Maybe you just haven't been using the right approach yet. So guys, today we are going to talk about the 5 golden rules that can bring real change to your trading and your psychology. And the first, and honestly the most important rule, is timing and readiness. In simple words, the right time and whether you are truly ready. Because here's the truth. We all say we want to change, but deep down we're not actually ready. And that's the real problem. People don't change just because they know what's right. They change when they decide, now, I'm serious about this. If a part of you is still holding on to your old habits, you won't be able to change. Let me give you a simple example. Every day we tell ourselves, from tomorrow I'll follow my trading rules perfectly. But the next day, we repeat the same mistakes again. Why? Because we thought about changing, but we never truly decided. And this is one of the biggest problems in trading. We know what's right, but in the moment, we do what feels good. So when does real change actually begin? It begins when you start feeling your mistakes. When a loss is not just a number, but something that hits you from the inside. That's when change starts. That's where your real transformation begins. So guys, if you truly want to change your trading, start by preparing yourself. Ask yourself 2 simple questions. Do I really want to change? Am I ready to let go of my old habits? If your answer is yes, then understand this. Your change has already begun. And step by step, you'll start becoming a smarter, more disciplined, and truly consistent trader. Now let's move to the second, very important golden rule. Brett Steenbarger explains something that every trader needs to understand. When we try to change, we usually try to change everything at once. And that is the biggest mistake. That's why he introduces a simple idea. Ready, steady, go. Meaning, focus on one change at a time. Work on it properly. Build it into a habit. And only then move to the next. Because here's what most traders do. When they try to coach themselves, they start working on too many things at once. And why does this happen? Let's say you have 5 big goals. You think, why not improve all of them together? But what actually happens? You overload yourself. Your focus gets scattered. And in the end, you don't achieve any of them. So what's the right approach? Brett says, start by choosing one goal. The one you feel most ready for. The one you're truly committed to. The one you're actually motivated to work on. Pick something you'll feel excited to work on every single day. And only when you see real progress in that one area, then move to the next step. That's the true meaning of ready, steady, go. Let's make this practical. Imagine you want to improve 5 trading habits. Risk management, emotional control, your analysis, position sizing, and discipline. Now, if you try to fix all of these at the same time, you'll most likely fail. But if you focus on just one, say risk management, and you work on it every single day, as you start seeing progress, your confidence will grow. And that confidence will give you the energy to improve the next habit. Brett describes this process in a very simple way. First, get ready. Then stay steady, consistent, focused, disciplined. And then move forward to the next goal. When you work on one goal at a time, you protect your energy. You sharpen your focus. And slowly, you start stacking wins. And those small wins create powerful momentum. So remember this. Don't try to change everything at once. Choose the most important or the easiest change to start with. Practice it daily. Turn it into a habit. And once it's solid, only then move on to the next. So guys, the third golden rule from Brett Steenbarger is double down. What does that mean? It means when you start seeing the right changes, don't slow down. Instead, make them even stronger. Because here's what most traders do. The moment they see a little improvement, they think, alright, I'm fixed now. And that's exactly where the problem begins. Slowly, they slip back into their old habits. Let me give you a simple example. Imagine a trader who had a habit of overtrading. Then he decides, from now on, I'll only take 2 high-quality trades. For the first week, he follows the rule. Losses are controlled. Confidence starts building. But in the second week, he tells himself, now I'm in control. And suddenly, he's back to taking 5 or 6 trades again. And what happens? Same mistakes, same losses. This is called a relapse. Going back to your old patterns. And that's why Brett says, when you see positive change, don't stop there. Repeat it, again and again, every single day, until it becomes a part of you. Because one day of discipline means nothing. Real change happens when you repeat that discipline daily. That's when it becomes your identity. Here's a simple rule to remember. For the next 30 days, repeat the same positive behavior every day. Over time, it won't feel like effort anymore. It will feel normal, and that's the real game. Because starting a change is easy, maintaining it, that's the hard part. And the traders who actually succeed are the ones who don't stop when they see improvement. They push even harder. That's what double down really means. When you find the right path, don't just walk on it. Move faster and stay on it. So guys, the fourth golden rule from Brett Steenbarger is stay active, which simply means don't just think, take action every single day. Because here's what a lot of traders do. Every day they tell themselves, now I'll be disciplined. I won't overtrade anymore. I'll control my emotions. But it all stays in their thoughts. There's no real action. And that's the biggest problem. Brett makes it very clear. Changing your thinking alone doesn't create results. Taking action does. If you truly want to improve, you have to do something for your goal every single day. Let's make this simple. If your goal is better risk management, just thinking about it won't help. You need to actually apply it in every trade. Check your position size, set your stop loss, evaluate your risk reward. That's how improvement happens. Or if your goal is to stay calm while trading, then you need daily practice. Things like deep breathing, journaling, and a bit of self-reflection. Small actions, but done consistently. And that's the real game changer. Because daily action equals real change. The more consistent your actions are, the faster you'll improve. So guys, ask yourself one simple question every day. What did I do today for my goal? If you have a clear answer, you're on the right track. And if you don't, then you're just thinking, not doing. Remember this. Improvement doesn't come from thinking. It comes from doing. So guys, the fifth and final golden rule from Brett Steenbarger is stay positive. Which means, even when things are going well, don't stop coaching yourself. Because most people think coaching is only needed when things are going wrong. But Brett says, coaching is equally important when you're performing well. Why? Because that's where real consistency begins. When things are going well, we start thinking, everything is fine now. There's nothing more to improve. And slowly, this turns into complacency, a kind of comfortable laziness. And then what happens? Your winning habits start slipping. You lose your risk discipline. Your focus drops, and your momentum slowly fades away. So remember this. Your comfort zone is the biggest enemy of your success. The moment you get too comfortable, your growth stops. That's why, when you start performing well, don't slow down. Instead, use that momentum to push even further. Review your winning traits. Reinforce your strong habits. And keep asking yourself, how can I do this even better? Because coaching is not just a tool for correction, it's a growth engine. And the traders who grow the fastest are the ones who never stop learning, even when they're winning. Let's understand this with a simple example. Imagine you decide, I'm not going to overtrade anymore. For the first few days, you stick to just 2 or 3 quality trades, and you start getting better results. Your confidence goes up. But then what happens? You tell yourself, now I'm in control. And slowly, you start taking extra trades again, and that's where the game flips. Same mistakes, same losses. Why? Because after seeing improvement, you didn't maintain consistency. So remember this, when something starts working, don't drop it. Make it stronger. The more you repeat a good habit, the more it becomes your identity. And that's what makes you consistent in the long run. Brett Steenbarger says something very powerful. The best traders don't treat self-improvement as a task. They treat it as a way of life. He has observed thousands of traders closely, and he noticed one common pattern. Consistent and successful traders are not just good at reading charts or using indicators, they work on improving every part of themselves. Their mental discipline, their physical health, their clarity of goals, their emotional control, and their professional growth. For them, success is not just an outcome, it's a lifestyle. Just like a great athlete trains every single day, not only for a tournament, but because they love becoming better. In the same way, a successful trader challenges themselves daily, whether it's risk control, mindset, or journaling discipline. It doesn't feel like a routine, it feels like who they are. And when self-coaching stops being just a task and becomes a part of your thinking, you start finding improvement in everything. A bad trade becomes a lesson. A good trade becomes an opportunity to grow even more. An emotional moment helps you understand yourself better. And this mindset is what makes you an elite trader. Because the truth is, success in trading is not hidden in some magical indicator. It's hidden in your mindset. When you make self-improvement a daily habit, you don't just change your trades, you change your entire life. Let me ask you something. Why does your trading keep breaking down? Maybe you think the market is tough or I can't control my emotions. But have you ever thought about this? Your trading can only be as strong as the rest of your life. Brett, who has coached thousands of professional traders, says, self-coaching is not just a skill, it's a lifestyle. If you're not working on your health, your mindset, your discipline outside trading, then no amount of chart analysis will magically fix your results. So here's a powerful question for you. What is one change outside trading that could improve your trading as well? Think about it. If you start walking for 30 minutes every morning, you're not just improving your health. You're improving your alertness, your clarity, and your decision making. And that sharpness shows up in your trading. Or imagine this. If you read just 10 minutes a day, a trading book, or even a blog, that knowledge slowly builds in your subconscious. And when you're in the market, you feel more confident and more focused. Or even something simple like 5 to 10 minutes of deep breathing daily. When the market gets stressful, you won't react with panic. You'll respond with clarity. So guys, think about this today. What is one small change that can upgrade your entire life? Pick one simple goal, take one small daily action, and follow it consistently for the next 30 days. Because remember, a strong trader is not the one who only controls charts. A strong trader is the one who controls their life. So guys, that was chapter 10, where we discussed the 5 powerful golden rules by Brett Steenbarger. These rules can transform not just your trading, but your mindset and your entire lifestyle. If you truly want success in your trading journey, make these rules a part of your daily routine. And if you found this video helpful, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next chapter, where we'll go even deeper into trading psychology.